afternoon.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back.
Great day to be a day, Gus.
Great little floater there, and that will win the game.
Breakaway up the court. Pass it over to Ferguson.
They're on a heater right now. I think they're feeling the crowd.
Goes up to number 2. What a hit.
Wow, look at those skills.
Emily,
Oh,
wow.
in goal. Look at that.
Oh!
Beautiful behind the back. Oh my gosh.
You are watching EHS Live, home of the high school. Go Maroon.
He finds it downfield. It's John Rogers. There's a touchdown. I don't believe it. Are you kidding me?
Welcome back to Episcopal High School. We are currently in Ainsley Courts in Centennial Gym. Today we've got a huge JV basketball matchup. This is a big IC game between your Episcopal High School Maroon and the Landon School Bears. My name is Duke Shackelford. I'll be your play-by-play today. I'm joined by...
I'm Hank Green. I'll be your analyst. Duke, I'm looking forward to an exciting matchup here tonight. Two teams that have been red hot thus far. They've both coming off great seasons, and as the season winds down, I'm looking forward to an exciting matchup with huge implications for the seeding in the IC playoffs.
Oh, absolutely, Hank. It'll be a great time to see both of these teams in the playoffs here. Starting for your Maroon, we've got at the 5, taking the tip-off, Timmy Albers, the Ghoul. Nate Tenzer, Captain Charles Fisher. The freshman, Matthew Pritchard, and Kibri Musi. Starting for the Landon Bears, John Marshall. Wow, I didn't know they had a founding father on their team. John Marshall, you know? He was one of the founding fathers. Like he was like part of writing like the article. I don't know, something like that.
James Madison.
No, there is a John Marshall. Zayden Woods here with the rock right now, blocked by Kibri. Also starting for the Bears is Sean Stice, Joe Montague, and Chris Evans. Wow, a lot of famous people on this Bears team. They've got a Hollywood actor and a founding father.
And Montague.
And Montague.
He's a
Sean's
descendant. I wonder if he's a descendant of Montagues from Shakespeare. Romeo and Juliet.
Stice will shoot 2 here. Misses the first one.
Romeo Montague and Juliet Capulet.
Capulet, yes.
Some great names, some strong names in Shakespeare's
And he knocks
writing.
it down to take a commanding 1-0 lead for the Bears.
The Maroon haven't really gotten an opportunity in offense.
Here comes Kibri, guarded by Montague. Oh. Tenzer gets the rebound and it just gets away from him.
Yeah, smacked out of his hands there before he could even get the shot up. That's
Here goes,
frustrating to
I
see.
believe his name is Zayden. Rebounded by the Ghoul, Timmy Albers, number 13, for those of you at home.
And Mr. Ghoul, Mr. Albers is in attendance tonight, and I suspect Miss Albers will also be
Wow.
here. But moving on.
Nate Dreamshake Tenzer. Little post action there. You got to love it. Shades of Duke Shackelford.
Nate Tenzer, I've heard Duke models a lot of his game after you down low.
That is what I've heard. We were talking about it in engineering. He was asking me for tips in the post game, and I told him it's all about lateral movement. You got to move laterally if you want to score. That's what they say. Here comes Pritchard.
Matthew Pritchard, an alleged family member of Peyton Pritchard, NBA player for the
Pulls for
Boston
three,
Celtics.
and you can see why as
Yeah.
he drills that.
He's a knockdown shooter for sure.
Puts the Maroon up by 2. Kibri really trying to force his man left. Here's Stice back up to Montague. And I believe Montague is fouled. Foul's called on.
Impossible to say.
Charles. It's called on Charles. Here comes Zayden. Zayden Woods, that is. Oh, and Stice lets one get past him.
He's frustrated with that lapse of focus, and you can't blame him. But it's early in the game, and I'm sure that won't be the deciding factor.
You would certainly hope not. Here comes Tenzer. Over to Albers. Tenzer from the line. Oof, just goes off. Wow, he lays out for it but doesn't make the grab. Still, you gotta love hustle like that. Zayden Woods here, guarded by Fisher.
Tough and one basket there from Zayden Woods.
He's rocking
got to the hoop and he scored.
Reverse Grinches. No way to know if those are real or not. We're gonna have our guy legit check them at halftime. Stay tuned for that.
We'll let you know. We'll send our guy Max Niven, director and shoe analyst, down there.
And
Give
ball
those
knower.
shoes a licks.
And
Good
ball
luck.
knower. Don't forget about that.
He is a ball knower, certified.
Zayden
You know,
Woods
I heard
here.
Max Niven, although
Oof, doesn't
while
convert the N1.
Max Niven is undoubtedly a ball knower, I heard that he thinks that Nikola Jokic is the worst player in the NBA and doesn't deserve any of his MVPs. He's called him the most overrated player in recent NBA history. I'm not sure I agree with that. I think Jokic is a great player.
Oof. It goes off the leg of Moosey, and it'll be Landon ball. That's unfortunate there. Tenzer playing good defense on the inbounder. Here's Garcia. Oh, a lot of contact there. No fouls called. And Chris Evans.
And after putting up a questionable shot there, a questionable shot from Woods there, after a questionable shot from Woods there, Chris Evans, excuse me, was able to clean up the mess and get 2 for the Bears.
Landon will take a 7-5 lead with just under 5 remaining in the first.
Rebound there from Moosey. Gets it up to Roberts, who goes up with it.
Oh, just goes off. That'll remain here as it is poked out of bounds by Zayden Woods.
Roberts drying his hands off on his jersey. You got to wonder if maybe had a little bit of sweat on his hands, caused the ball to slip loose as he was going up with that
It's
layup.
quite possible, Hank. I mean, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know, Roberts is a great player. He doesn't miss many shots like that, so
That's why goalies wear gloves, Hank.
this is true.
Tenzer. You'd like to see him go up with that one. Oh, wow. Roberts goes up with it, and Chris Evans, Captain America, if you will, shows why he starts on this Landon Bears JV team.
Yeah, great defensive play there from number 24, Chris Evans.
Ooh. Pritchard pulls at the buzzer, heavily contested, nearly converts. That was a great shot by Pritchard. Wow. Willie Pena Barea has checked in. Uh-oh. Zayden Woods left open, cuts to the bucket. Uh-oh. Miscommunication between Pritchard and Roberts there.
You know, that's frustrating to see, but great effort there from Roberts to try to save the team from turning it over.
And after being on the floor as Landon advanced the ball, he's able to fight back and grab the rebound. That's a good effort play by Roberts. Pritchard in the corner, drills it. Nothing new there.
He's a sharpshooter. Number 15, Cole Campbell, has been waiting to check in for a couple minutes, but there hasn't been any lull in the action, so he hasn't gotten the opportunity to do so. But it looks like he'll get one here.
And substitution for the Episcopal Maroon as well, as Nate Tenzer and Zach Roberts come out for Noble, the Big Bambino Kelly, captain of this JV squad. Sorry, co-captain. And, of course, Kibri Musi as well.
And Noble, the Big Bambino Kelly, a future member of the Episcopal baseball team, from what I hear.
Yeah,
they're excited about this
IAC
prospect.
Baseball Insider. I heard mentioned something about that.
Yeah, I was reading an article from the IC Insider, and they said that the Bambino, the Big Bambino, is looking to make an impact this year and help the Maroon
Kibri
improve.
finishes tying his shoes. Land's able to inbound. Uh-oh, nearly gets away from Zayden Woods. Stice here. Oh, poked away by Kibri. And it'll be Episcopal ball.
Stice frustrated with that call.
That's at least his second turnover of the night. I mean,
and he's checking out. I think he's going to have a talking to with the coaches here after what has been a pretty disappointing performance from him thus far.
I mean, he's no Baker, but certainly knows how to produce turnovers, Hank. Nice. Caden Choi here checks in. And he is a great off-ball mover. Like to see him get open for three, though. Oof.
Loses his dribble there.
Uh-oh. Collision down low. That was Millen Singh with the ball. Singh?
Singh, I believe.
Singh, I believe. I'd have to ask him.
I wonder if he's related to my favorite golfer, 2004 PGA champion VJ Singh.
I couldn't tell you, Hank. Wow. Long ball there from Montague. It goes above the backboard and out of bounds. And Kibri will inbound it here. Caden Choi bringing it up over to Willie Pena. Miles Garcia now.
And Montague, he shares a last name with Romeo, but he's no lover boy. He plays hard and rough down low.
You say that, Hank, and he just gets Lil Bro'd by Miles Garcia as he takes a spin dribble pull-up and works out for him. Actually, I believe those are two different things. He pulls up off the spin and drills it in his mouth.
Montague takes it to the rack, misses.
Good poise down low for the guys, not panicking after getting the defensive rebound, even though there was a little bit of pressure there.
And you got to wonder if Juliet is on Montague's mind, and that's why he's missed those two shots in that last possession.
Well, it's entirely possible, Hank.
And Duke, I don't know about you, but I plan on milking this whole Montague thing for the rest of the broadcast.
I'm still confused that you don't know who John Marshall is. I mean, you took A-push, right, Hank?
Duke, I took it, but I wouldn't say I was present in most classes.
Unfortunate missed layup there from Caden Choi. I mean, those of you watching out there, I hope I'm not making this up. There's a founding father named John Marshall. We'll have to have our guy in the booth.
Max Niven.
Check that one out.
Max Niven, our researcher, just presented me with some research. John Marshall, American statesman, jurist, and founding father. So, Duke, you are correct.
Of course I am.
And
stolen away by Willie.
But I'm more interested in Joe Montague.
Noble for three. Oh, just barely goes off. And Kibri, spin fade, just goes off.
Noble's got the Nikola Jokic player archetype. He's a big man, but he swings the rock. He slings the rock around like a point guard, and he can pull up like a shooting guard. He's a stud.
See, but the difference between Noble Kelly and Nikola Jokic is that Noble Kelly's the best player on every court he steps onto. Nikola Jokic, on the other hand, I don't know. You ever see him play against Giannis? It gets rough.
It does. Also versus Embiid, Anthony Edwards.
Anthony Davis, Shea. Here comes Willie. Over to Caden Choi. Oh, and he's blocked.
He's not on the mic right now, but I know Max Niven would agree with that take, Duke.
Wow. Great steal and putback by Kibri Musi. 3 seconds left here. Zayden Woods is going to be forced to take one at the buzzer, and he will not get it off in time.
Landon's coach is
Furious.
He is absolutely livid with his players. One, that they allowed that basket there from Kibri Musi at the end of the quarter, and that they weren't able to get up and get a shot off before the buzzer went off. He is furious.
I can hear him from up here. Those are words that I would not be able to say on YouTube, folks.
Screaming, "Wake up!" Or I'm paraphrasing.
Yes, Hank. So at the end of the first quarter, Episcopal leads 12-7. We apologize for the lack of graphics today. We have graphics? Who's running them?
Max Niven is on the graphics and directing.
Wow.
A
Jack of all
talented guy.
trades.
He's our researcher, our director, and our graphics guy.
And he has a lot of hot takes about Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, number one Nikola Jokic hater, I might say.
You think those takes are crazy? You should hear the things he has to say about Bo Nix.
Max
Hold
Niven.
on, he's approaching the mic now.
He's probably going to spew some Nikola Jokic disinformation and hatred.
What's up, guys? I'm Max. I'm here on the mic. Just want to come on here and say that all the stuff they're saying is a load of baloney. Nikola Jokic is the GOAT. He will go down as the GOAT. 3 MVPs, a championship,
Max,
and a finals
Max,
MVP.
the people
That's all
love
I
your
gotta say.
the people love your hot takes. You don't have to apologize and go back on your word. If you don't like Nikola Jokic, you don't like him, and that's okay. You know, I disagree with you, and the people listening may disagree with you, but Nikola Jokic, great player.
Pritchard inbounds to Roberts. Roberts looking for someone to take the ball from him. There's Kibri. Kibri going to drive in now. Knew he was taking that.
And one!
You got to love it, Hank. It's a great way to start the half, especially, start the quarter, especially after the way he finished the last one. He's been all over the place in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, he's been playing fantastic. Soft touch there, rolls around the rim, and falls.
He knocks it down. It's a classic play you love to convert. Ooh, clock didn't start there. A little bit of a oopsie-daisy moment for the guys down at the scorer's table.
And they don't make many mistakes.
No, they do not, Hank. A couple of vets down there.
Mr. Goodnow, Mr. Ramos, great guys. Better scorer table operators, I might argue.
There is an argument to be made.
And that's saying a lot because they're both fantastic
Wow.
people and staples of this Episcopal community.
Great hustle play by Pritchard, and it was called out of bounds on Chris Evans.
Wow.
Captain America. Seems he lost his shield. For those of you that didn't get that one, Captain America. Chris Evans is the name of the guy who plays Captain America. I know some of you at home may not have. Here comes Charles Fisher. He drives his way all the way to the rack. Just shows off his blazing speed.
And even in a knee brace, Fisher moves speedy.
Absolutely, Hank. I've heard him called Charles Gonzalez Fisher, referring to the cartoon mouse.
And if you think Charles Fisher is fast on land, you should see him in the water.
I haven't seen him in the water. Is he?
He is quick.
Wow.
They don't call him the fish for nothing.
Good one, Hank. Here comes Zayden Woods. Pulls for three and misses. Mostly driving now. Takes
Again!
it up and in. Episcopal takes a 12-point lead, and they're running away with this one right now. Landon's going to have to tighten up here. I don't think they've scored since the first quarter. Here's Captain America. Gets it down to Montague. Wow, great pass by oof. And Pritchard is fouled on the way down. I'm unsure. He will get two shots.
Yeah, he hit the floor hard there, and glad to see he's been rewarded with a couple shots.
First one, up. Ooh. Rare miss there from Matthew Pritchard. And Tenzer checks in for Fisher. Knocks down the second one. Good recovery there. Crucible takes a 20-7 lead.
You know, I hate to say it, Duke.
Apologize, we had some technical difficulties there. Tenzer over to Garcia. Garcia back into Roberts. Oof. Robertson Tenzer passes a little low, goes off his foot.
That's unfortunate.
Here comes Landon. It's Stice here, rolling around on Tenzer. He'll put one up. A prayer.
Fall. Stice has just not been able to get the looks he's wanted this game, and he's had a few turnovers as well.
No, I mean, Hank,
it's not his best day.
As a experienced post move guy, post scorer, if you will, I know a prayer when I see one, and he kind of just threw that one up, hoping. Tenzer's taking a while here. He has to throw it into
Pritchard.
Pritchard over the shoulder.
Head top blur. But
Uh-oh.
he turns it over.
Loose ball here. Here comes Landon. He slows it down there. Over to Evans. Oof. Good take there by
You know, I've
that
got to say,
was sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties here. Christian Grandison for Landon. I believe this is his first time checking in this afternoon.
Fisher goes up with it. No good. He called that out of bounds on Tenzer there. He's unhappy with that call. And I can't say I blame him. It was a questionable call, but I think the ref had the best angle, so I trust him to do the right thing.
Here comes Zayden Woods. Foul's called. You know, Hank, that was one of those drives where it looked like the guy just went in there, like, hoping he got fouled. I didn't think he really had a chance of getting that one in the hoop.
Me neither, but lucky to come away with 2 shots at the line.
And we'll see if he's able to convert. He is 0 for 1 at this point on free throws. First one falls through. 50% free throw shooter at this point in the game, Zayden Woods is.
And, you know, I'm sure that Woods probably is having a much easier time shooting free throws at that end of the court than he would if he were on the same end of the court as us, Duke.
And he knocks down the second one, cuts the lead to 9. Here comes Willie. Will he shoot it? No, he won't. Out of bounds on Episcopal.
And after a long battle with injuries last year, it's great to see Willie back on the court. He's finally free. Call him Free Willie. He's been really helpful contributing to this Maroon team thus far in the season. And
Tenzer fights for one there.
that was a great hustle play from Tenzer.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen those from him all night. Oh, Willie forced a foul there as he is forced into a post opportunity.
You know, when Willie's in for the Maroon, they try to keep him on the perimeter, playing perimeter defense, because that's where he thrives. And he was unfortunate to get caught down low there with a bit of a size disadvantage and forced a foul.
He's a talented on-ball defender at the perimeter, though.
He is, absolutely. I might even go as far to say that he's locked down on the outside.
Hank, I've had I've personally had the ball stolen from me by Willie a few times, and it's you really don't see him coming. Wow, great lay by Timmy Albers.
The Ghoul.
I mean, he really just went missing under the hoop there. That's why they call him the Ghoul. Came back from the dead to go up for that one. Shot goes off, rebounded by Tenzer. He'll push the pace here. Double covered, he sends it over to Kibri. Kibri for a deep three, just falls. A lot of hands on Albers, a foul will be called.
Albers happy about that call.
Yeah.
He deserved it. And the
Landon
Ghoul,
coach is fired up. He's calling out how 4 of them were under the hoop and they were not able to gain possession following that play. I mean, he thinks it's ridiculous, and I'd have to say I agree with him. That's the kind of rebound that you just have to make happen.
And then Albers and Tinzer sub out there for Roberts and the big Bambino Kelly.
Uh-oh. Stolen by Woods. Try to take it to the rack. It is out of bounds off Woods. He will be subbed out for that is Curtin Bushwald just checked in. Bushwald.
Bounce pass from Pritchard, but Roberts was fouled as he attempted to handle it.
Fouled by Stice, I believe. Uh-oh. And Roberts fouled on the way up by Montague. Montague doesn't even help him up. I'd like to see a little bit more sportsmanship there.
And you got to wonder, does he think Roberts is a Capulet?
Keep him coming, Hank. I'm loving him.
For those of you just joining, the score is 22-13. The Maroon have been in control all game.
23-13.
23-13 now. The Maroon have been in control all game, and the Bears really just haven't had an answer defensively for what the Maroons been doing on offense.
Yeah, I don't believe the Bears have led since maybe it was 7-5 at one point.
I believe I believe that's correct.
Here comes John Marshall. Back to Marshall. He'll pull up from the line. He'll go off.
Good rebound there from Roberts.
Come on, dude. Here's Kibri. He calls something out. Over to Caden Choi. Choi down to Roberts. Bread and butter right there. Oof. Just goes off.
Unfortunate there. Roberts unable to take advantage of the
good
mismatch.
contest by Cole Campbell.
Yeah, great job from Campbell there to make Roberts.
Wow.
Rejected by Roberts.
I think that got packed off the backboard, Hank.
I might have.
I mean, it's like Thomas Sigler says, dudes will do anything to show off their bounce. Coach McGowan of the Maroon is yelling something at his guys.
And he's about a foot onto the court right now.
I don't think
have to get back in his seat.
I don't think that shot from Pritchard is what he wanted, but you can't say no to points.
This is true.
Pritchard's got a lot so far here. Ooh, Noble Kelly bites on the pump fake.
Yeah, I believe 2 threes and
Couple of twos.
Couple of twos, so puts him around 10 points in that range.
Here comes Kibri, and he is fouled hard, and one. Oof.
Another and one for Kibri Musi. He's been unstoppable.
He's got to watch out a bit, though, as he got possibly a little bit too excited there following that. Screamed in the face of Christian Grandison, and if he's not careful, he will get teed up for that in the future.
You'd hate to see Musi get attacked because he's been phenomenal thus far.
Yes, you would, Hank. Oh, doesn't convert.
Rebound, Roberts. Great hustle there from Roberts to get that rebound on the free throw and put it back in for some points.
Here comes Kibri following the defensive rebound. Kibri
Great
swings it to
pass.
Roberts. Great find. Roberts scores again.
My goodness, is Kibri playing incredible thus far.
Yeah.
That was a beautiful pass.
I mean, Hank, I've seen some good games out of Kibri, but this is easily the best work I've seen from him.
Yes, his magnum opus, if you will.
It's a great word, Hank. Or phrase. My apologies. I believe
I
that's
know
maybe, is that Latin or something?
Nobody knows for sure, but I know it's it's something I've stolen from your vernacular and tried to incorporate into my own.
Timeout called on the for the Bears. By the Bears, my apologies. Episcopal leads by 16, and that's in large part to the efforts of, well, the entire team, of course, but large part due to the efforts of Kibri Musi, Peyton Pritchard, Matthew Pritchard, and Zach Roberts. They've been phenomenal tonight, the three of them.
They have been. That's a big three, if I've ever heard one.
.3 remaining in the first half of play. 16-point lead for Episcopal. They have the ball. Here comes Kibri. He was really open. Tough defense here played by Bushwold. Rebounded by Christian Grandison. Bushwold coming down with it. Great deep play by Garcia. He takes it away. Shot clock's off now.
Give me that, says Garcia. Great defensive effort there. And Musi taking up the ball, and this Landon team looks terrified.
Wow,
Roberts.
great pump fake by Roberts, but double team converges onto him. Good pass out. Musi for three. Ooh, just goes off. Wow, great takeaway at the end there. Garcia. Oh, falls about a foot and a half short and a little bit to the left there. Now at the end of the first half, Episcopal still with a commanding 16-point lead. It's been all Episcopal so far. We'll see what happens in the second half. Welcome back to Ainsley Gym here. Sorry, Ainsley Court at Centennial Gym. As we enter the third quarter of play, Episcopal still leads 31-15, and they show no signs of slowing down.
And as you might expect, the Episcopal Maroon has the same lead they had at the end of the second quarter.
There were no points awarded or taken away by the refs during halftime.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of basketball I like to watch. Oh, wow. Oof. Great defensive effort there by the entire Episcopal roster. Foul is called on Zach Roberts. Looked to me like he got ball, but, you know, guess the ref saw it differently. First one goes up and in. And the second one goes off.
Second shot was no good there. He seemed a little bit distracted as he was doing his routine there for that second free throw.
I couldn't tell you why, Hank.
I couldn't either.
Here comes John Marshall. Marshall over to Stice. Stice down to Evans. Evans back to Stice. Stice now working with it. John Marshall. Screen here. A lot of confusion up top. Someone's got to be open. It's John Marshall. Pump fake. And he puts it in.
Knocks it down.
That was just a good possession of basketball by Landon. You got to appreciate that.
That was. They got a great ball movement there on that possession and able to convert there at the end.
Yeah, it was a lot of good ball screens, a lot of good off-ball screens. I mean, it's worked out for him. Oh, Roberts pulls from deep and air balls. Rebounded though. Here goes Tenzer. Uh-oh. Tenzer. And he makes the play. Come on now.
Tenzer
What up,
with
Tens?
Nice pump fake there to get by his man and takes it to the rack and finishes.
Yeah, he got up pretty high, too. Screen there. Tenzer forced to guard Evans now. Looks like that's the matchup they were looking for. Stice here for three. It'll fall.
Knocks it down. You look him that wide open. He's going to make it.
Cuts the Episcopal lead to 12. Landon's been playing phenomenally. You got to expect what their coach said at halftime in the war room. By himself with them really had an effect on their play.
Landon's coach in the war room by himself with them coaching.
Because he studied, bro.
He studied.
Great block there. I believe that was on Kibri. And as Evans attempts to save it, he actually forces a whistle. It's called out of bounds.
Great defensive play there.
Musi here, bringing it up. Perhaps looking for a screen. Gets over to Pritchard. Over to Charles Fisher. Fisher to Tenzer. Tenzer back to Kibri. Kibri swings it to Roberts. Easy bucket.
And there's been at least 8 points generated from plays just like that. Kibri takes it to the rack, draws the man.
Hank, do I even need to say it? It's giving me shades of Shaq and Kobe.
It is. It's been phenomenal basketball between Kibri and Zach Roberts. They obviously have an excellent connection on the court.
Cole Campbell drills the three there. 11-point lead now for the Maroon. Tenzer for three. Just barely goes off. Stice going for a screen here. Oh, wow. Good block by Roberts. Gets his own rebound.
Great defense and offense from Roberts in this game. He's been playing
Absolutely.
phenomenally.
Good lay there by Garcia. Garcia's been having great shot selection tonight. You know, he's really he might be 100% from the field thus far.
I think he is, Duke.
I've seen him make 2 layups and that good spin fade at one point.
Yeah, I don't believe he's missed a shot thus far, and he's taken only high percentage shots, so you got to be happy with the way he's playing.
Oof, good take there by Roberts, just better defense by Evans. Garcia looking for his matchup. Gives Montague the time to pull the 3, but he misses. Willie over to Garcia, and he makes that one too. Episcopal put the pressure back on, extending their lead to 15. Campbell airballs. And Willie will remain poised here.
Just try to slow the game down, let the Maroon find their rhythm again.
Absolutely, Hank. Oof.
Good move.
Wow. Great putback by Roberts.
You know, that basket there from Roberts started with a great post move down low from Pritchard, who unfortunately was unable to convert, but luckily Roberts there to clean it up and put it in.
Absolutely, Hank. That was phenomenal basketball on all sides. Pritchard makes a good move to the rack, and Roberts there to put it back. You know, it was looking like it might get a little close there for a minute. Landon made it believe a 4-possession game at one point, but didn't stay that way for long as Episcopals worked their lead back up to 17. 1 point away from their highest lead of the game, if I'm not mistaken.
The Maroon have just been dominant thus far, and the Bears have had no answer. But you know what they say about 41 to 24, Duke?
It's the most dangerous lead in JV basketball.
That it is.
The big 3 is entered the gym. Here comes Woods. Stice now with it. You know, this might be the first time Woods has checked in this half. Oh, no, I'm mistaken. He was taking those free throws earlier. Yeah. First time Woods has checked in since then. Uh-oh. Good steal there by Barea. But, Pena Barea. But it'll be out of bounds. McGowan does not look happy.
Yeah,
he's telling his guys to calm down a little bit if I can read him correctly.
You know, the Maroons got a big lead here, but they need to play smart.
You got no reason to be giving up turnovers like that. That's how you lose games.
Absolutely. You know, and as you mentioned earlier, Woods hasn't seen the court as much this half as he did in the first half. And I got to say I'm surprised because he's been their best player thus far, in my opinion.
He has been, but
he's rejected there, though.
He does take a lot of shots, Hank.
He does. And not all good shots, but
no,
he's been pretty productive on the offensive end of the court.
That is true. Oh, technical foul called on the coach for Landon. Sorry for any disturbances we have in the booth. We've got some
unsilenced cell phone. I don't know what that's about.
Couldn't tell you, Hank. I always silence my phone before broadcast.
I do too. I don't know. It might have been Max Niven. Max Niven, the enemy from within on this sports media team. Everything that goes wrong, Max Niven is typically at play.
Well, Hank, that's awfully rude. I mean, he is running director and graphics today.
I'm just kidding. Max Niven's the greatest sports media athlete of all time, and just a funny joke.
The jack of all trades, they call him.
He is.
He is a
Provides
jack of
great
all trades.
analysis. And when he's on the mic, and he's a great director, great graphics guy, great filmer. Everything he does fantastic.
Is there anything he can't do?
I don't think so. Well, he can't root for Nikola Jokic. No matter how hard no matter how hard I try to get him to realize Jokic is the best player in the NBA, he just won't admit it.
Episcopal now, 19-point lead, their largest of the game. That technical foul was ill-advised. You know, I don't think I've ever seen a technical foul help a team. Perhaps it's happened before, but didn't happen there. Who knows? Maybe that'll light a fire under his guys.
Pena can't get it to fall there.
Here comes Stice.
And he's rejected. Oh, but Moose
Foul is called.
He's frustrated.
That'll
He
be
thinks
his.
that was all ball.
And the coach that was previously teed up is loving it. I mean, suppose he got his wish. First one goes
shot,
off.
Not even close. Let's see if he can improve on this second free throw. Second shot rolls in there. A bit fortunate to make that one, I think. How about you, Duke?
I agree, Hank. I agree. It's difficult to make shots down here.
Absolutely.
Probably won't be as difficult anymore. We've been silenced. Oh, big three goes off for Willie.
Stice to Montague.
Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Maybe you heard that from the stands. Took that shot from Fair Verona. Oh, rebounded by Evans after the missed layup by Kibri. Kibri sprinting down the court. He recovers.
Nice basket there.
16-point lead still for the Maroon. Another bucket there for the Maroon. Commanding lead now, 18. Landon looking for any hope before the half, or before the end of the quarter.
And a prayer there. Shot from Uzbekistan from number 4.
Wow,
Zayden
Zayden Woods. Great pass to Montague, but it's blocked by Moosey. Here comes Garcia. He is found on the way up. Garcia misses his first.
Silence in this gym as Garcia attempts his second free throw, and he knocks it down quite easily.
Saving time here. 14.7 remaining in the quarter. Here comes Woods. Woods into Stice. Stice takes it. Oh, and knocks it down.
That might be his first make of the game.
Huge bucket cuts the lead to 17.
Tis but a scratch in this Maroon lead.
Oh, good take there at the end for Tenzer. Just unfortunately goes off.
At the end of the third quarter, the Maroon lead 46-29, and the Bears are going to need a lot of points here.
17 points, Hank.
17
Unanswered.
unanswered points.
Yes, or more than that.
Answered.
Answered, yes.
But they're going to need to outscore the Maroon by at least 17.
At least 17 to send it overtime, Hank.
Yeah.
They need a lot more than that if they want to win the game. One more than that, to be
Exact.
And you know what
At
they
least
say.
one.
If you want to win a basketball game, you have to score at least one more point than the other team. So
I believe I've heard that before.
the Bears are not on pace to do that right now. But
no, at
maybe
their
they'll figure
current
it
pace, they will. Hold on, let me crunch the numbers, Hank. 29 points through 3 quarters. I believe that is less than 46 points through 3 quarters projected.
You know, I'm no math guy. I can't get into the specifics like you can, but I believe they're not on pace to win the game, which is really what matters most.
Hold on, Hank.
They're on
hold
pace
on.
to lose the game if we can get a quantitative on that.
Yeah, we'll talk to him. We'll talk to the quant. Get back to y'all.
Once the numbers have been crunched, we'll let you know.
Mm-hmm.
Hardaway with a calc, slang for calculator, by the way.
Pritchard into Musi. He's triple covered, gets that to Tenzer. In the corner is Charles for 3. Oh, nearly rebounded by Fisher. It'll remain Episcopal ball, however.
You know, and it looked like the Bears at the start of that third quarter were gearing up to cut the lead down and get back into the game, but that just hasn't been the case thus far, and it's still been all maroon almost every minute and every second of this game.
Absolutely, Hank. Bushwald gets it over to Woods. Wow, good take by Woods. Unfortunate miss there for him. He was able to get it around the hand of Kelly.
And that's a difficult thing to do, to get past Kelly, especially when he's guarding you that closely.
Absolutely, Hank. Musi saves it from going out of bounds over to Pritchard. Into Fisher. Fisher is fouled. I believe that was called on number 2 for Landon. Oh. Nearly saved by Kibri. Jump ball, maybe? I'm not so sure, Hank. Not so sure. Wow, even being up late in the game, you love to see the energy still from the bench. Oh, Tenzer attempts to take a charge. It is not called. The bucket will count, and he'll get an opportunity for the end one. He's, I'd have to say, Hank, pretty frustrated.
Yeah, I can't blame him.
And probably a ball don't lie moment for Nate Tenzer there.
Yeah. That was never going to fall. It wasn't meant to.
Wow, great block by Kelly. John Marshall passes up the lay there. Oh, Bushwald goes down hard.
Yikes.
Helped up by Kelly, though. That's why they call him the Big Bambino, an absolute class act.
Class act. Great athlete. And he's holding number 2 for the Bears. Bushwald holding his arm there. I hope he's okay. He hit the ground pretty hard on that last play.
And here comes Montague and Chris Evans.
And he's here to remind his friend Bushwald that while he may feel injured, it's his but a scratch.
Is that from Romeo and Juliet?
Yeah, not a Romeo line, a Mercutio or Mercutio line.
I don't know, Hank. I didn't read very much of that book. Evans here, shooting 2. First
Won't
one.
fall. Or will fall.
Come on,
Excuse
dude.
me. Just so used to shooters missing at this end of the court that a make is somewhat rare.
Yeah, had that one preloaded, Hank. You were ready for it.
It's almost muscle memory at this point, Duke.
Same routine. Second one
Knocks
falls
it down.
too. Wow, Hank, only a 12-point lead for the Maroon here. 4-possession game. Things could get slippery. They'll have to tighten up. Uh-oh.
Stolen.
That was an embarrassing turnover there by Kibri. And that's the kind of thing you can't have if you want to win basketball games. It's now a 10-point game, Hank.
Yeah, that's
I mean, while I obviously would still rather be in our position, we're still in the driver's seat, but it's getting a little scary.
yeah, it's a little bit too close for comfort, and Stice had a big old smile on his face when he put that one up because he knew it was going in, and he knew he was gifted a free 2 points.
You know what they say, Hank? No easy buckets. And that was, well, one of the easier buckets I've ever seen.
Yeah, not pretty. Not pretty from the Maroon.
Not at all. Pretty big five here for the Maroon. Bringing out Pritchard, Tenzer, Garcia, Kibri, and Roberts. Really switchable five. They could all guard just about the 1 through 5. Wow, great press break there. Pritchard's going to have a good bucket here.
Hey!
No, the charge is called, Hank.
Wow. Surprised. I didn't think that the feet were set there from the Bears defender, but apparently they were.
Apparently they were. I didn't think the ref had that in his bag either after calling that blocking foul against Tenzer. But apparently that was a charge.
Disappointing.
Montague here. Ooh. Reaching foul is called on Kibri. That will be the bonus. We'll get 1 and 1. That's unfortunate. Montague getting some free chances at the charity stripe that he wouldn't have otherwise gotten. First one falls.
And as Montague looks up at the window here, it is the east, and the basket is the sun.
I'm not getting these more obscure references, Hank, I'm going to be very honest with you.
Are we serious, Duke? One of the most famous lines in the entire play.
I don't know. I didn't read that much. Our big assignment for Romeo and Juliet was a monologue. Stolen away there by the Bears. It is now a less than 3-possession game. If Pixel doesn't score here. Kibri, ooh, long off-balance take. I don't think that's what McGowan was hoping for at all. I mean, Hank, this fourth quarter has been a disaster for the Maroon.
It has
There's no
been.
other way to say it.
You know, they came into it looking strong, looking like there was no way the Bears were getting back in this game, and here we are at 5 minutes to go, and the Bears are only trailing by 8.
Good take by Evans there. Rebounded by Tenzer. Garcia gets it across half court. Back to Tenzer. Back to Musi. Good job slowing it down here, moving it around. 15 left on the shot clock. Wow, big skip pass there. 3 taken by Musi. Resets the shot clock and it's rebounded by Roberts. Oof. He takes a big hit.
Hit to the head there. I hope he's okay. He looks a little bit shaken up.
And Timmy comes to sub in. Roberts waves him off, but it'll happen anyway. And he's disappointed.
Yeah. Roberts, you know, he's a tough kid, and he wants to play on. But unfortunately for him, got to make sure he's okay and he's safe after taking that big hit.
Absolutely. Wow. And just as he checks in, Timmy with his signature post hook. You know, I've had to guard that before. It doesn't really matter how tall you are. You are not reaching that hook.
Absolutely not.
Foul called there. Woods will go to the line for seemingly the millionth time tonight.
You know, and you got to think that the Bears have studied Timmy Albers post hook in film review, but they just know there's no way to stop it. So what's the point?
And how do they know there's no way, Hank? Because they studied, bro.
They did. In the film room, alone, with film, chilling.
First one goes. To make it an 8-point game here. It's Woods.
Second one will not fall. And you know, with the way the Bears have been playing, you can see Coach McGowan a little bit less relaxed compared to his demeanor in the third quarter.
Oh, wow.
And again, Woods will go right back to the line. He's fouled there by Albers.
3:47 remaining in the game, and Landon is trying their hardest to get themselves back in this one. And as it stands, they're succeeding. I mean, you know, obviously I'd rather have the 9-point lead, but you know, it seems like Landon's got all the momentum right now. Episcopal's lost control of this one.
Episcopal's going to have to scratch and claw to stay in the lead in this game here. And
timeout called by Landon. Interesting choice there. Suppose they want to give themselves a chance to collect, regain some energy, and be able to keep their strongest five in. McGowan drawing something up for the guys. Into Musi. Musi back to Timmy. Timmy back to Kibri. Back to Timmy. Over to Fisher. Fisher to Kibri. Big skip pass by Kibri. Good ball movement. Entry pass to Roberts. Back to Timmy. Oh, it is blocked. We got out to Pritchard. Oof. Take at the end of the shot clock by Fisher. And Kibri is fouled on the rebound. It'll be Episcopal ball.
Maroon bench excited by that call. They're looking forward to another possession on offense.
Tenzer is coming in to take out Albers, I believe. McGowan wants all the defense he can get here.
Yeah, and the starting five for the Maroon is back on the court, excluding Kelly, who is replaced by Fisher at the moment.
Wow.
Beautiful pass there from Woods.
Yeah, he was way too open. Cuts the lead back down to 8. Here comes Pritchard. Pritchard over to Musi. Tenzer open. Entry pass to Roberts. It's stolen away.
Little scrap there on the ground. Nate Tenzer with a hustle play. Jump ball called, and it'll be the Maroons' ball.
That's big. We might not see another jump ball this game, so getting possession here is definitely big for the guys.
Roberts takes, but it won't fall. He was double teamed there.
Yeah, you would have liked to see him pass out of that one as there was still a lot of time left on the shot clock.
Yeah.
Good D there by Tenzer. Rebounded by Roberts, and he's fouled on the way down.
He'll go to the line. Excuse me. No, the Maroon are not in the bonus. I thought they were.
No, that'll be their Landon's 4th personal foul. They will have on their next one where it'll be the bonus. Uh-oh. Oof. Timeout was called by the Maroon prior to Robert's lay. That is just unfortunate, Hank.
Yeah.
Those points would have been big here.
That happens a lot in the game of basketball. Not as often as it happens in the game of lacrosse. A couple times in my Episcopal lacrosse career, we've had goals wiped away because the timeout was called before the shot. I think back once to 2023 season when Jonathan Strange scored an incredible goal from distance against the St. Albans Bulldogs, and Coach Conklin was screaming for a timeout, but luckily the guys on the bench were yelling to shoot it so loud that the goal was counted, and pretty special moment for Dr. Strange and for everybody on that Maroon team.
You got to love it, Hank. 202 Docta is an Episcopal legend. Pritchard on the inbounds pass over to Fisher. You love to see guys like Fisher and Pritchard in at this point of the game. Is you know they're going to be solid defenders. They're going to make smart plays with the ball, and they're going to be able to make their free throws as well.
Absolutely, Dick.
It's the kind of thing you need in a game like this, closeout situation.
Pritchard for 3.
Ooh, just barely goes off. Tenzer fights for the rebound. Tenzer on the steal there. It's over to Kibri. They're slowing it down.
Yeah.
Not much press on either side this game. Really none from Landon from what I've seen.
And, you know, I'm surprised that the Landon Bears haven't pressed yet, considering they're trailing by 8 with only a minute and a half to go.
I agree, Hank.
You know,
it seems to have worked out for them as well when they have been pressing.
That's true, and, you know, they've got time, but you'd like to see a bit more urgency if you're a Bears fan.
Absolutely. Oof.
Robert's a bit frustrated with that call, and I can't say I blame him.
Evans with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Personal falls. Second shot also falls.
I believe he's been 100% from the line thus far. Or has he been? I don't think his only 2 trips have been in this fourth quarter, and I don't think he's missed.
One. 6-point game here, and while the clock is winding down, Hank, I can't say that you feel extremely confident about Episcopal's lead anymore.
No, it's a 6-point game, 2 possessions. And I'm sure Coach McGowan and Coach Blunt are disappointed in the way their players have managed this game with a big lead coming into the fourth quarter, and it's just been cut down.
Squandered, Hank.
Squandered, absolutely. And you got to give a big shout out to the Bears, though. They've stayed with it. They've been chipping away, and they've made some progress. And now with a minute to go, they're in a pretty optimal position, only trailing by 2 points.
6 points.
Or 6 points, excuse me. 2 possessions.
2 possessions.
That's what I meant to say.
It's definitely still looking better for Episcopal than the Bears, but you know, they make a 3 and you start to take that into question.
Yeah.
Comes Tenzer slowing it down. I think Coach McGowan probably told his guys, hey, at all costs, run out the shot clock. Can't have any more of those pass the ball around a couple times, nobody cuts, and then you take a 3, miss it in 7 seconds possession.
That's not what you want to see.
No.
And Moosey was fouled, so he'll go to the line to shoot a couple shots here. Or just one. But
chance to make it a 3-possession game. He does. It's big. Second doesn't fall.
It's rebounded.
Good rebound by Tenzer. They have a whole nother shot clock here. That's big. They're going to keep moving it. They try to foul Tenzer. It's not called. Ooh. Just goes off Zach Jackson's fingertips, falls out of bounds. 28 seconds remaining. Landon trails by 7.
And at this point, with a little bit of a lull in the action, 20 seconds to go in this game, we'd like to give a huge shout out to everybody who's made this production possible, starting with Max Niven, working 2 jobs today, director and graphics, and he's done an incredible job.
Also our guy in the booth who knows stuff.
He does.
Whenever we have a question, we ask him.
He knows a lot of stuff. And then, of course, we'd like to go to Evie Jane Harrison, our camera woman. She's been phenomenal. Only working with
no B in that word, Hank.
No, excuse me. Only working with one camera woman today, so she's been great and had to put in a lot of extra work here. And then, of course, Dr. Gamboa and Coach Luke David, who have made this production possible and made this whole organization possible. So huge shout out to everybody involved. It's been a fun game to call. I'm looking forward to these last 30 or so seconds.
Absolutely, Hank. I couldn't agree more. This has been a thriller of a fourth quarter. The Maroon look to close it out with a stop here. That would really... Uh-oh. Ball gets away from Woods. Over to John Marshall. He goes up with it and he's fouled. You know, I feel like that's really been Landon's strategy is just, hey, if we get to the paint and we go hard enough, the refs are going to call a foul. And that's been happening for this entire quarter and most of the game.
I'm curious if that strategy would continue were hecklers still permitted here at Episcopal High School.
Couldn't tell you, Hank. Couldn't tell you. First shot falls. 6-point game now. To make it a 5-point game. May have been a lane violation on that one. Doesn't matter though as the shot falls. Tenzer's fouled. Interesting that they chose him to get the rock too, as you've got guys like Charles Fisher and Pritchard out there who I believe are stalwart free throw shooters. I haven't seen Tenzer shoot free throws, but he did miss one jumper from the line earlier this game.
Well, we'll get a chance to see what he can do here.
Absolutely, Hank. First one goes off.
And that shot was a bit wide and a bit long, so.
And Episcopal will keep their 5-point lead following 2 misses by Tenzer.
Yeah,
15 seconds, 13.
They're going to have to get a shot off here quick.
Wow, contested 3. Oh, nearly drills it. And Willie will hold on there. He will make it to the line. You know, if he had made that, it would have been there would have been some real conversations to be had. It would have been a 2-point game.
Yeah, it looks like now, though, the Maroon are going to survive. Not much time for the Bears
Knock on wood, Hank. You know what they say about 51-46?
It is the most dangerous lead in boys JV basketball, but
that's what they say. First one goes off.
You know, one make here from Benya would really just put this completely out of reach. Won't get it.
Second one goes off too.
3, 2, 1, 0.
That's the game.
This game's over. The Maroon hold on in a thriller as the Bears nearly clawed their way back into this game in the fourth quarter.
Like what you did there, Hank. Well, thank you all for tuning in. It's been a great broadcast. We will catch you later for the varsity basketball game against the Landon Bears. Signing off.